Be great to take a pistol by the hand, and wouldn't it be great if you were dead and in my honest observation, delay this operation, there's a complication in your heart so long. And now you've got maybe just 2 weeks to live. Is that really all that you can give? And that's about like from the entire rest of it. It says na 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 la 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 la
How the
for
fuck
like
did
a minute and a half.
I start bleeding again? Fuck me, I didn't even touch my ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, that's a fun song. It sort of reminded me of a different song I was just gonna look up to post you, because I don't know if you'd appreciate it.
You can send me songs.
Yeah.
I've been trying to learn how to sing and play a Muse song on the piano at the same time a lot
Oh
recently.
my god, I'm so jealous.
Why?
I always wanted to learn the piano and do this shit, but no,
I
I'm
mean,
too
piano isn't
lazy.
that hard.
I know.
If you can get yourself a keyboard or something.
I tried. I was in school. I got a piano, but I didn't have like any lessons or teaching tools, so I just like practiced by myself and just like no. I also brought like an air guitar, not an air guitar. What's it called? Those what are those like non-electric guitars? Or it's regular
Acoustic
guitars,
guitar.
acoustic guitar. I had one of those as a kid. I brought one and didn't really figure out how to even play anything. Couldn't really do anything. My, oh wow. You're gonna copyright claim our own video.
I mean, I could sing it myself. I don't have a light on right now. It's hard to see.
Ah, yeah, it's all about the reflexes. You should know.
Damn it. Oh, fuck it. I give up. I'm not doing this for your benefit.
You do it for my benefit. If you're
I
not gonna
already
do it for my benefit, do it for your benefit.
I will turn the light on then. Give me a sec.
Where is that song?
Yeah, there. I've turned the light on, and I've closed my window. So that should help.
But you sure you're not gonna be too loud?
Damn it! I was doing this okay earlier. It's because I have my earphones in and can't hear my own voice properly.
Yeah, I can't hear your own voice. It's like the keyboard is louder than your voice and it's drowning out.
I can turn it down. Can you still hear the keyboard?
Yeah, I can still hear the keyboard at that level. Where the
Throw it all away. The songs, 'cause there's no one else for us to blame. It's a shame we're all dying, and you think you deserve your freedom. Could you set so far from home when you know damn well this is home? Still lay down my life for you, and you think you deserve your freedom. No, I don't think you do. There's no justice in. And there it goes too high pitched. I'm not doing that for you.
yeah, pitch.
It is so hard to do with one of my earphones in because it is not coming out the same way that I'm verbalizing it. You know.
Well, that's good now. It came through a lot better that time, but you still kind of sometimes
I'm gonna
drown.
turn my light off.
Ah, my fucking skin! Fuck it! Ah! Ow.
Yeah, I've been practicing that in a couple other songs because I've never learned how to sing while playing before.
Oh, is that the first sing part you've practiced?
I mean, I've done singing on its own. I used to be a part of a bunch of choirs, but singing and playing the piano at the same time difficult.
No, I can't find that little thing. I think it's been removed from my playlist, annoyingly. And I can't even remember most of the lyrics. I just know it was like...
Was it My Chemical Romance?
No, I think... I mean, the reason why I was trying to bring it up is because it seemed like it was... what's it called? Indie?
Indie.
As an independent creation. And it's like, she's singing like, good for you, so good for you. And it's like, so you wanted to da 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 da, and it's all that shit. And it sounded very similar to the other song you were going on about before. But no, I can't find it, so I'm just gonna have to continue. And I'll post it to you at some point if I find it. Ah, it's annoying.
The computer is being weird.
What's even
Minecraft
more?
lagging for you?
Not for me, no. But then again, I don't have a custom-made computer like you.
True. You do not.
Ow. I guess the benefits aren't as good as you thought, huh?
The
Hey.
fuck is OpenJDK platform binary? Oh, that is Minecraft. Okay.
Oh my fucking god. Did I mention I have scabies?
Yes, quite often.
I have
I would
scabies.
frankly prefer it if you would not mention it so often.
I've got scabies.
My goodness. What a surprise.
I don't know how I got it.
Gun violence.
Okay, I was gonna blame the Jews myself.
No, we call them open brackets, open brackets, open brackets, then close brackets, close brackets, close brackets.
Alright.
If you've ever noticed somebody typing that out in text, which you probably haven't because you can't read, that is what people mean when they say them that way. They mean the Jews. I've just spoiled it for a lot of people, I realize, but that's fine.
It was fun before then.
But it is one of those, like, some people will just put the brackets without the them in it, and people will just know, you're talking about the Jews.
Why is there a secret code about talking about the Jews? Why don't you just, I don't know, not be a pussy and talk about the Jews?
Because on many platforms you will be instantly silenced for saying anything bad about the Jews.
Yeah, but if they know the secret code, I mean, they're gonna find out anyway, so...
Admins on those kind of things are actually, like,
Dense.
near literally retarded, so...
Ah, right.
Like, the kind of people who care that much about you saying a specific word tend to not be very intelligent.
I mean, if there was a secret code about having sex with children, I might want to learn that one. No.
I mean, I do know of one.
You probably best not to tell me.
I mean, it's incredibly fucking blatant, and I'd be surprised if you hadn't encountered it before.
Alright, just tell me and I say whether or not I've heard of it.
Alright, cheese pizza.
No, I've not heard of that one. I know.
Very obvious, it's literally just the initials of child pornography.
Ah, that's why. No, I didn't know that. I was gonna say.
If you go into 4chan and somebody is accusing somebody else of sending cheese pizza, that's why.
I was gonna say, is that what Pizzagate was about? But no.
I have absolutely no idea. What's Pizzagate?
Pizzagate was a massive scandal in America about sex trafficking of children. and they seem to think it was entirely set up inside pizzerias.
I
Like a great deal of pizzerias were just fronts for child sex stores, like whatever,
Trafficking.
trafficking, sure.
That is not a thing I've ever heard of before.
Alright.
I'm somewhat skeptical, but I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it untrue. I'm gonna Google it right now.
Would I lie to you?
Yes.
Alright, that's fair.
Pizzagate is a debunked conspiracy theory.
Yeah. It's absolutely a bullshit.
Okay.
But the initial story is what I described.
I see. The Comet Ping Pong Pizzeria in Washington, D.C. Alright. I feel like it would have been one of the more important things to say as part of your description was that it wasn't true.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I dropped the ball on that one.
Into a child's mouth.
Mmm. Don't make me salivate even more.
That's one of the problems I've been having regarding singing while playing the piano, is trying to manage the amount of saliva in my mouth.
Oh wow.
It's just it gets in the way of me singing consistently. That and like deciding when to take big in breaths.
Yeah, I definitely have the breath thing whenever I try to like sing songs to myself. But only occasionally do I struggle with saliva.
It just sometimes it's just like my mouth has just decided on its own that now is a great time to randomly salivate a bunch and make it so that I can't sing for prolonged periods without spitting.
Well, you should do what I do and stay massively dehydrated.
I dislike doing that. I don't like headaches. They hurt.
Yeah, and I do get a lot of headaches, probably because of that. I just can't.
I got headaches, but they couldn't touch you, no.
I just can't stand like drinking water. It's not very nice. Tastes like ass.
I've been okay with water for some time. I like tap water.
No. My tap water tastes like there's fucking chemical in it more than water.
Yeah, I'm told by other people who drink my tap water that that's the case here too. But I'm just apparently I'm fine with drinking chemicals.
I mean, I even got like
I think bleach smells delicious. Okay,
exactly.
That's not even just a joke. I do agree with the statement I just made. I just also am smart enough to not actually drink it. I mean, if I was gonna commit suicide, that's not the way I'd pick. I have so many better options lined up.
If I ever had to commit suicide, it would be like going out in the blaze of glory, like trying to take someone I really hate with me.
See, that's what I really wanted to do when I was younger, but now I don't even have anyone to do that with, to be honest, so... I'm just happy to take myself out.
Really? There's gotta be someone you could hate. I know you don't really care that much about Trump. What about... Nick Clegg?
I don't know, I don't think there's anyone... I don't really want to kill someone for political reasons unless it's like...
It's like
has
a
a chance
win.
of changing something, and
Exactly.
I doubt that will.
Exactly, that's the point. It's like you get the benefit of doing your suicide, and that's a win for you, but then you also benefit the world, because you...
But I just don't think killing pretty much any individual modern politicians will make that much of a difference. Like, you'd have... Not only would you have to kill, like, a shit ton of them, but then you would have to institute, like, a new government immediately to get any proper change done. Because if you don't get your foot in the door, all that will happen is the same people, like, you know, the same sort of lineage of people will try to get the same system put back again.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're coming with. And
That's what has happened within, like, the last 3 or 4 Egyptian, like, revolutions. It's just they reinstate somebody else, and they put up the exact same system, so they revolution again.
It's like maybe they should learn from this.
Well, it's difficult, because what do? You need to hold people accountable, but you need somebody to make a system so that people are held accountable, and that person will be slightly less accountable, and therefore try to make a system where they aren't held accountable because you've given them the power to do that.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be that difficult. As long as you set up a system where the people can basically say, if the majority of people don't like you, you're out no matter what. Okay, you just have no
The
say
problem
about
with
it.
that is that people are very good fucking liars.
Yeah, that's true.
That is the reason it doesn't work in the modern day.
Well, it never really worked in the olden days. So.
Yeah, but people have more information than ever, and they are still making retarded political decisions.
Sure.
Because people are really good at lying.
I mean, they're good at lying, there's no doubt about that, but there's, as you said, more information to people, so they informed people will know that you're lying more than ever.
No. People can be informed by just the incorrect people and therefore get bad knowledge.
Oh, sure, I know there's misinformation, but before the internet, there was a lot less of a chance of knowing, say, I don't know, a sexual scandal than now.
But there is also a much higher likelihood of people being told about a sexual scandal that didn't even fucking happen, and get collectively group thinking it like it did.
Yeah, that misinformation is definitely a thing.
There's a lot of really fucked up cultish behavior that's getting around in modern day.
Well, that's why you have the standard of proof. Like, if you
That's why I have the standard of proof, but unfortunately there are millions of Americans.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, if...
Also other uneducated Englishmen, I'm not that... In fact, I know I still get stuff wrong. It's not like I'm perfect.
Oh, sure.
There's, there's a couple of things that affect basically everyone. And the first one is the primacy effect. And that's one of the really shitty ones in terms of political theory. Or just getting good opinions out of people politically is the primacy effect. Which is literally just the thing you hear first, you're more likely to believe. That's just always the case with humans. It can be worked against, but it is a natural thing with humans.
Let's see, no.
The other thing is the cognitive miser, which is just a thing that all human beings are, and it is simply that there is only so much brain power we are willing to dedicate to any one thing.
Yeah, that one definitely, I can understand.
And that's why, like, stereotypes are useful, because it gives you, like, a basis to work off of straight away when meeting a new person, so you can... Assumptions are useful because they prevent you from making simple mistakes. So your brain goes, someone who looks like this is likely to be like this, and as long as it's a reasonable approximation of the truth, that's a useful stereotype, and therefore is useful to the cognitive miser, because it prevents you from having to, like, know the entire backstory of every single person you meet on the street, sort of thing, you know?
Well,
Unfortunately, the cognitive miser also means that if somebody doesn't want to think about a particular thing, then they're not gonna. They're just going to take whatever is the easiest or first opinion that they were given on the subject and parrot it themselves so that they don't have to think about it. Because people don't want to think about things. And I think that's acceptable, but I don't think that it should be acceptable to use the people who don't want to think about things as a way to get votes for your thing that they haven't actually thought about.
You should be a politician.
I have honestly wondered about it.
I mean, I think I'd be a good politician, but not for the same reasons. I know I'm, like, not as intelligent as you would need to be, or as driven as you need to be. Like, you need to have, like, a great deal of ambition and shit like that, right? But I just think I would just, like, literally not be corrupt if I had that power. I just don't see the benefit.
I'm too into, like, the fact that my sense of justice is not even this, like, it's weird. I've stated before that my sense of personal morality is not the same as my sense of justice. That is to say, I can understand that a thing that I'm doing or that I want is not actually just, and so I wouldn't advocate it, even though I would do it. Like, you know, there are certain people I think the world would be better off if they were dead, but I would not change the justice system so that it was legal to kill them, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I could agree with that.
It's this separation between what you want and what you think should be a rule that everyone should follow.
Yeah. I know it would be good for the community overall to get rid of complete retards who believe in the flat Earth, but obviously you can't just kill those people.
I can't feel right fucking with their freedom of speech. All I would suggest is more people go out and tell them they're stupid.
Are you gonna sleep?
I was sleeping, but
Alright, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, it's a fucked up world.
yeah, I think the important thing of freedom of speech is that you let the stupid people say the stupid stuff, but then you get someone smart to come along and say, here's why it's wrong.
Yeah,
And I have so much. I really enjoy watching debunk videos of like flat Earth or Christian apologetics. I find them really fun.
it's just that those people who have no credibility, the random person off the street gets the same level of credibility as like a world class like medical researcher. It's like,
Now
no.
the thing is that argumentatively, the argument from authority is a fallacy. So technically, you are not correct just because you are a world-class
Yeah.
scientist.
You're not correct
However-
by default, but you're more likely to be correct than a random guy off the street who listened to QAnon, for fuck's sake.
The important thing for an individual is always, if it is a subject you want to take an informed opinion on, if you don't want to have an opinion on a topic, that is okay. You are allowed to say, I don't know enough about that to have an opinion.
Yeah.
That's a thing that a lot of people don't do.
Yeah.
Instead, they will go, I don't know very much about this topic, but I'm gonna throw out an opinion anyway. Because I just have to. I can't just not have an opinion on something that other people are talking about.
It's probably because you like finally they've been asked their opinion, which is like hardly ever happens. It's like, well, I have to now. Even if I know absolutely nothing about, say, nuclear power stations, I have to say, oh yeah, they're either super dangerous or they're perfectly fine. I don't know, but
I'm not super informed, but my general, from what I understand, the way it works with nuclear power is that when it's a well-maintained station that is operating, actually using the safety regulations they're supposed to,
if they're
it's
up to
one
code,
of
it's
the,
perfectly safe. Yeah.
it's one of the safest energy sources there are, and relatively green as well. Like, the output that actually goes into the air is literally just steam. Depleted uranium is also relatively safe, and we tend to use it in weapons programs.
Exactly, and that's what I've heard as well. I'm not an expert, but for all we know, we could be misinformed by big nuclear power. I don't know.
No. Like, The Simpsons likes to portray it in, like, an insane,
Superhero,
terrible
like,
way, where it's just
mutation.
like, here are 1,000,000 barrels of toxic waste. In real life, as far as I'm aware, the only times there have been any particular trouble with actual nuclear plants have been related to, like, severe safety issues on the part of that specific plant.
Or disasters hit in the area, but yeah.
No, apparently the reason why the disasters really fucked up that Japanese plant is because they were, again, doing things not up to code.
Oh, so they were at fault. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Though I'm not particularly aware of the specifics off the top of my head, so I wouldn't go believing that what I just said is 100% true without checking it yourself.
Sure.
This is just what I remember.
Because there's the Japanese one and there's the Russian one.
Yeah,
and
Chernobyl is the most well known to be in. They were fucking duct taping things instead of using screws. Absolutely retarded stuff.
I really wish it was actual duct tape and not an exaggeration.
Well, Some of the
It's-
stories are pretty much that bad.
It just sounds like that would be awesomely absurd. It's like, you really think that's gonna be good enough, do you? Yep.
There's
It is
The
fixed.
thing is, it is quite often memed, but there is something of like, I don't know, history to Russian machinery maintenance being incredibly low tech.